There are moments when anime characters decide to go all out and unleash god-tier abilities to take down their enemies. From Ichigo activating his final Getsuga Tensho against Aizen, to Naruto unleashing his Baryon mode during the battle with Ishiki, these are the times when anime characters activate God mode. We kick off this list with the jaw-dropping moment when Deku taps into Aries' quirk to unleash One for All at 100% during his fierce battle with the formidable Overhaul, as he goes all out and unleashes god-tier power to take down a god-tier enemy in a clash that redefined intensity.
絶対やだ。とっても優しい個性じゃないか。じゃあそれ以上スピードで常に大怪我しつけていたらワン・フォー・オールフルガウル 100%！ 力を貸してくれるかい。お前もエリも力の価値を分かっていない。俺は研究を重ねエリの力を抽出し到達点まで引き出すことに成功した。エリにはそういう力が備わっている。個性因子を消耗させ人間を正常にも力だ。エリの価値も分からんがきにどうできる代物じゃない。俺の邪魔だな。ヒーローになれないよ。
Up next is the electrifying moment when Rick finally activates his Reckless Soul ability during his battle with his mentor Broston, who had long awaited a fight worthy of his strength, and Rick decides to hold nothing back, delivering a clash that turns into a legendary showdown for the ages.
Yukuzo, Riku!
でも俺にもう帰って休もう。先輩はまだ戦いにとってはただ殴り合っただけ。この程度で返せるもんじゃねえだろ。
あれはリック様のこういうスキル、
リクレスソウルや。意志の力や。
頼り俺を思いここまでのことをしてくれる仲間が俺はとなかったのだな。
な、ここまでやってもか。
お前の勝ちだ。
Next up is Shadow, who decides to stop holding back against Zenon as he unleashes his iconic I Am Atomic ability, quite literally nuking him out of existence in a spine-chilling moment of pure domination that leaves nothing behind.
最強の力でやろう。その程度で最強を語る。それは最強への冒涜だ。ない。遊びは終わりだ。なんだこれは。 悪で蒸発しないためにも真の最強をその身に刻め。これぞ我が最強。
Our next moment features Ichigo Kurosaki, who in his final battle with Aizen, taps into the final Getsuga Tensho, unlocking god-tier powers that allow him to completely overwhelm someone as powerful as Aizen with ease, taking his flex of strength to an entirely new level.
君は超越者たるを手による死を迎える。
こんなもんかよ。もうやめにしようぜ、アイゼン。これが最後の月牙天将だ。
なんだその姿は。
最後の月牙天将っての、俺自身が月牙になることだ。最後ってのは
まさか奴は私よりさらに上の次元に立っている。ごときがこの私を
無月。技を使えばお前は死神の力の全てを失う。さらばだ、イチゴ。
We now transition to the unforgettable moment when Giorno Giovanna fully activates the infamous Gold Experience Requiem during his clash with Diavolo, who gets utterly cooked and dismantled by falling victim to this literal god mode.
生き残るのはこの世の真実だけだ。死んでいったが、その行動や意志は滅んでいない。果たして滅びずにいられるのかな。
何が起こるんだ。これから何が。
今の奴の攻撃の瞬間が、あのゴールドエクスペリエンスの攻撃は確かにすごいパワーだったことではない。俺を頂点に選んでくれたのだ、キングクリムゾン。真実の頂点はこの我が能力。口はこいつの心臓を完璧にぶち、キングクリムゾンの動きを選んでくれ。終わったくらえジョルノ・ジョバーナ。俺は夢を見せられているのか。いや、そうはこのディア。
これがレクイエム。お前が見ているものは確かに真。
In our next clip, Alucard unleashes his ultimate level 0 form as he rises like a crimson shadow composed of 1,000,000 souls devoured through the ages, consuming his enemies one by one in a terrifying and unstoppable display of undead power.
インテグラヘルシングよ。
命令する。アッチ&デストロイ。戦意クマンとなって帰還を果たせ。
私は自らに。この化け物を倒してしまわないと。かいな。来るぞ地獄が歌う。
そのものだ。命の取引の媒介物に過ぎない。血を吸うことは命の前奏。
人はそんなものまで食らったのか。しかし自分の領民まで。悪魔ドラキュラ。
Up next is Gabimaru, who pushed to the absolute brink during his fight with the formidable Tengen, taps into his ultimate abilities and goes on a ruthless rampage, tearing through his opponent with savage precision in a chilling burst of raw strength.
戦略はどこ？打撃残考えた方がいいだろう。その上腕力も打ち合いで剣だ。攻略法を見つけ不死者。他の選択肢は試していない。何か。なん答え。この反応。
くだろうが多分いいか。
で破壊する。
嘘、人間に。
Next up is Naruto, who activates his legendary Baryon mode during his clash with Ishiki, gaining overwhelming strength that lets him take on one of the most powerful foes in existence.
やつか。時計が邪念を取っ払うことだ。秒でも長く稼働しと思え。
Our next moment highlights Naofumi unleashing the full power of the Wrath Shield during a fierce battle against a horde of monsters as he taps into its dark potential and wipes out his enemies with one single devastating move that leaves nothing standing.
Attack!
Okay.
Shield! Risen!
Haven't gotten it.
Now! Philo! Use magic air!
Change by potato.
Start rescue reaction! Bring it! A shield! Crap! There's... Rats!
Get down!
We now dive into the electrifying clash between Zenitsu and the Spider Demon as Zenitsu slips into his subconscious sleep state, his signature God mode, and proceeds to go absolutely berserk in a terrifying display of speed and power that shatters all expectations.
頭から落ちて死ぬぞ。一の型。ドクタン。とは別人のように冴えた動作。お前たち飛びか。雷の時計。さしか使えないんだ。大したことのないやつだ。揺れる。雷の球つの型。霹靂。6連。消えた。切られたのか。
In our next clip, we witness the chilling moment when Nagato completely snaps after Yahiko's tragic death, triggering the birth of his darker self as he awakens new powers and goes absolutely berserk on Hanzo, marking his transformation into the fearsome being known as Pain.
コナンと何としてでも本当に。あれ。弾いたこと。 る。口寄せ。
これは
なんだ。瞬身の術。
Up next is Uiro, who in a desperate attempt to protect his friends, sacrifices his soul and awakens as the King of Salt, unleashing this overwhelming new power as he goes on a rampage and turns everything in his path into salt.
You can save yourself. There's no way we can take it down.
The time has come to end this. I'll judge every human who's broken our...
What the fuck? Get out of the way! We don't have time! Fire!
Finish it off, Naruto!
Our next moment highlights Luffy, who after being seemingly defeated by Kaido, awakens as the sun god Nika and activates his Gear 5 form as he returns to battle with boundless energy and chaos, toying with the mighty Yonko in a jaw-dropping showcase of god tier powers.
これが俺の最高地点だ。これだ。ギアリフト。
We now transition to the epic return of Satoru Gojo, who, after a brutal encounter with Toji, masters reverse cursed energy and reawakens from death itself as he enters a new form and completely obliterates his opponent in a flawless display of technique and sheer power.
He's too damn fast. Curse technique amplification.
Blue!
Did he hide in the woods? Are those fly heads? So you're using fly heads to hide. There's energy oozing from this cursed tool. Focus on defense with your technique.
Hey there. It's been a while, huh? When you stabbed me through the throat, I gave up on counterattacking and poured all my focus into the reverse curse technique. But I finally grasped it on the verge of death. The reason you're going to lose is because you didn't chop my head off!
Curse technique reversal. Red. All of these things I can handle. Imaginary technique. Hollow. Purple. Something's off. I wanted to bring him to his knees. I wanted to take down the pinnacle of the Jujutsu world and the Zenin clan that rejected me. I've twisted myself into knots for so long, all to try justifying my life. But that was the moment I truly lost.
Up next is Tengen Uzui, who despite being poisoned and pushed to the edge of death, refuses to give up and goes God mode against Gyutaro, displaying unmatched speed and skill in a crucial moment that shapes the path for Tanjiro to go on and claim victory. Next, we have the moment when Yamamoto finally activates his fearsome bankai and unleashes utter destruction on Yuak and his army in a terrifying, godlike spectacle that redefines power.
ザイドリッツ違うなわしの挽回を奪わんかったの奪うことなどできんかったのたちの戦苦しさには足りぬと知れのたち来た
We now dive into the intense confrontation between Jinwoo and the Red Commander Igris, where Jinwoo faces a far superior opponent, but chooses to rise up with pure grit and determination, pushing past all limits to claim victory in a moment of unshakable resolve and raw skill.
I haven't lost yet! Step deeper!
Our next moment showcases the legendary awakening of Jin Mori as he taps into his true identity as Sun Wukong during his clash with Jigal Taek, unleashing unimaginable strength as he goes all out to take on a literal god in one of the most iconic battles in anime history.
なんだあれ
手間がかかったな。これで俺は神を全てを超える。負け犬は死ね。力は我が。伸びろ刃！すごい均等。落ちろ。落ちろ。今の彼はそのものだ。行こうぜバカども。